What is up? It is Paristtmpped, Paristtmpped, Ttmpped.
Destiny's got control. Destiny's got my back. Destiny say let go. Destiny's got control. Destiny's got my back. Destiny say let go. Do every road.
I don't have much time to do an entire breakdown on just this artist as a whole, but I want to give y'all just a quick little deep dive on one of my favorite artists growing up that really influenced me as a trans artist myself. His name is Cavetown. Now, I grew up watching Cavetown. What brought me to Cavetown in the first place was his song This Is Us, and it went just like this. I'm gonna perform it, like on some real shit. I'm gonna show y'all this song. Wait, no, it's called This Is Home. So Cavetown's This Is Home song.
That I cannot fall in love, but I guess this avoids the stress of falling out of it. Are you tired of me yet? I'm a little sick right now, but I swear when I'm ready I will fly us out of here. I cut my hair to make you stay. I'll hide my chest now, figure out a way to get us out of here. I'll hide my chest now, figure out a way to get us out of here. I'll hide my chest now, figure out a way, 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 figure out a way.
My favorite part of the song is honestly when he's like,
Time is slowly hiding in its face, but when they will make it out of this place.
but it's really like when he does that slowly. I can't do it. Anyway, Cavetown has had such an influence on just my creative mindset, my freedom of expression, also being patient with my coming out experience. You know, when he had first started his whole journey, he wasn't out in terms of just being trans. You know, he didn't talk about it. But of course, us trans folks, we know. But you don't out one of you. You just let them find themselves, or you let them be stealth. And stealth is about not being out in terms of, you know, being trans. And if y'all want to understand a little bit more deeply about being stealth, I do have a video of that on my channel. I can do a little bit more of a deep dive on that as well. Comment down below if you want to see that kind of video. But yeah, I just feel like, you know, Cavetown really just showed me how I want to go about just being a trans creative. And that's why I'm very open about being trans, because I see myself as more of like a no offense, but that's a different video for a different YouTuber. Shout out to my faves. But yeah, no, Cavetown was very influential, and for a time, you know, his music saved me. And I, you know, in that moment, you know, people always use those kind of terms where music saved me. And I used to wonder what they meant by that. Like, you know, music saved me. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, how can music be like your escape? But when I look back, you know, in the moment, you don't notice that it's doing that. But when I look back, You know, I listen to Cavetown a lot. You know, he created that movie like feel, that nostalgic. And I thought when I go and like search for music and music that I want to get into and listen to, and music that I want to like and figure out about, you know, and have a better understanding on. When I look for music, I find myself, you know, liking, even though I'll find a bunch of new music, I'll find myself like liking a specific vibe that music will give me, and for a certain time period, only a certain artist can really fulfill that. And then after a while, it kind of fades, and then I'm out, you know, searching for this new artist. But and during that time period, Cavetown was that artist for me, and for him to not really be out, for it to be like this secret understanding, it was almost beautiful. Which is why in my songs I'm a little bit more vague about my trans experience. It's like one of those things where, you know, I with my music I allow myself to be a little bit more poetic and not as literal as my videos are, because I do feel like my music is more of like freedom. It's something that comes out of me more naturally rather than me trying to be understood. I just let the understanding, you know, if you understand me, you just understand me. And that's what I loved about Cavetown's work, because I do feel like his songs a little bit more there's a lot more innuendos, and there's a lot more subtle things. And if you aren't a part of that community, it still has this deep meaning, and it's still beautiful, amazing work. I love his harmonies, his guitar work, his building process, his independence, and then also being willing to incorporate more people in his work. It's one of those things where, even though he's young, he has made this much of an impact in terms of just me and finding myself as an artist, because I do find myself, you know, kind of picking through my files and wondering, who do I want to be when it comes to music? And I do feel like he creates a great example of just allowing myself to find myself through creating, and allow myself to evolve over time and not have to explain. One thing he never really does is explain himself. At one point, you know, he did do a lot more talking videos, but it was really just explaining his process, which is what it's just, the gems of YouTube.
This is erosion, grinding up rocks with your motors. Big fish swims past your rod, you can't catch it, it's far too fast. Deep hook marks and rubber lips, I see your eyes in the flowers. I picked a bunch for your room, green and blue to match your pictures. You look so good and green, I hope you're well. And you look so good with him, and I'm proud of you, sir. I miss your perfect team, I was too blind. I hope you feel happy, that's all I want. That's all I want.
One thing that I want to end this video with just talking about in terms of just Cavetown and recommendations, if you're looking for, outside of me, artists to listen to, in terms of just, you know, your trans identity, I do feel like Cavetown gives permission. Be your fucking self. That's one thing I do love about his work. He says, be your fucking self, no matter who's fucking watching, and it's not gonna make sense. And if you get it, you get it, and if you don't, you won't. When I tell you, I would be like listening to like Spotify radio of like Cavetown, and no cap, like my friends would be like, what the fuck are you listening to? Like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, you just don't get it. And like, that's not my main music. My favorite art, like work of music, like I said, that type of music isn't my favorite genre. But something about it, it's one of those things where when you have music that's just something about it, I think that's just something special about that kind of thing. Because now that I'm an adult, when I listen to his music, it's like, wow, like that's where I was mentally. Like I didn't notice that I was in a place of just self-acceptance and mourning my inner child and that person that I, unfortunately had to let go of too quickly because of just the world not quite understanding me right away, which is understandable. It's okay. I'm learning that it's okay. What I went through is just a part of life. We all go through our own version of that. And his music, his work, his story really did help me to be able to now tell my story. Now that I'm an adult, I look at my older work and my music, and I'm seeing how I'm evolving now as an artist. And I'm still young. I have so much more to tell, so many more stories. I just now started to, produce, edit, master, and mix my songs on Pro Logic. So now it's more of a professional sound. Shout out to my new song Overloaded and Got My Back. Got My Back is actually a remix of my song Destiny. And it's just me kind of like, just realizing that you're gonna evolve over time. And like I said, artists like Cavetown really did solidify that, and also like helped me get in touch with my indie vibe. I feel like I really didn't know what kind of, I remember, you know how you have that age where you just find the vibe you like actually really resonate with. And in high school, the whole indie nostalgic aesthetic vibe was like really fulfilling for me. The kind of thrifting lifestyle, minimalist, like, of course I have my own shit, I got my shit, but like, just being able to just self-express in the way I want. It was one of those things where Cavetown helped me find the aesthetic within myself, because he was very quiet and introverted, but still like outwardly showing himself, showcasing, and the people that he would collab with, it was showing the kind of energies that I want to surround myself by. Of course, a version of it. I'm a lot more self-expressive and crazy and sporadic and wild-minded, but I do feel like Cavetown he really did open my mind to just being open-minded, and I greatly appreciate him. My goal is to one day collaborate with him. The older I get, the more I'm like, it's actually possible. Of course, I just y'all gotta help me. Y'all gotta stream my music. Y'all gotta go watch these videos, comment, so that I can go and recommend it as the algorithm, because I'm realizing I really want to get in touch with my community, and it's going to take a village. If you made this far in the video, comment down below, this is home, because Cavetown made that much of an influence, and if it wasn't for him, this video probably wouldn't even exist. So thank you. I have many other YouTubers and inspirations that I will be discussing, and I'm excited to just do this channel with y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know if I'm going to make this an episode of my podcast. I just might. It's going to be, I guess, type short, and I don't like to just half-ass my podcast episodes. I'll probably just take out the music, and if you're listening, I've already decided to use the audio. This is the decision, but if you're listening, then go check out the YouTube video where I actually sing his music. I didn't want to sing it for the podcast because copyright reasons, but I did do a little snippet of just my 2 favorite songs from him. I have a lot more. February 14th. There's this song that's like, it's called Cavetown. Hear me out. It's not literally about the town being full of devils. It's more so about just energies and people not being honest about the life they're living in their house. That's just the way I take it. But I'm going to be doing deep dives of different artists and their lyrics very soon. So just keep tuning in to I guess this is the Paristtmpped Side A podcast episode 2. The way that shit is just resonating and aligning and connecting is beautiful. Keep supporting the dream. Keep going to my website. I will be having every day's episode on my website. If you don't want to do all this work, you can just go on my website and press. It's going to be right there. You can just click and listen to the episode on my website. You can listen to my music for free on my website as well. All you got to do is just go on my website, and there's a freaking cassette player, and I'll just have like my most recent songs. You don't got to have streaming platforms to support me. You don't got to do anything. You just got to support, because that's what's going to help. 2026 is going to be the year, guys. Thank you so much. Go and buy my book, The Trans Survivor Guide. I have another book coming out this year. I'm not going to promote it just yet until I have the title in mind. I'm still debating on what I want to call it, but I have a lot more just series writings, blogs, entries, and just conversations to have with you, because I like to talk. So I will see you soon, and until next, I will talk to y'all soon, and I'll see you YouTubers soon. And until next time, peace.
Puzzle piece inside my brain, hold you down, spin for rounds, keep you sound, overloaded. This will keep on pushing me off, hanging cliff, I'm overloaded.